Welcome to Norfolk Perspectives. I'm Bob Batcher, and yeah, the Norfolk Sheriff's Office has been doing Operation Lifesaver for since about 1999, 2001, sometime around that. And Paul Balance is here to kind of give us an update in how technology may have changed a little bit on this. Paul, how's it going?
Going great, Bob.
Okay, give me a thumbnail then of what Project Lifesaver is, because it could be anything.
Well, it could be, but it's actually a way for public safety personnel to track individuals that have become lost using radio frequency technology.
That sums it up pretty easy.
Pretty simple.
Now, what kind of people who get lost? Is it anything in particular?
Well, in Norfolk, we have right now 156 clients on our program. 80 of those are Alzheimer's.
Wow.
Most of the rest of them are autistic kids.
Wow. Now, and the reason for coming on is you've got capacity to be able to handle even more. But I guess it seems like every night you turn the news on, there's somebody that's gone missing. This is an important tool that can be used, right?
It is, yeah. And, you know, as we get the word out about it, more communities across the United States. In fact, Project Lifesaver is in 48 states. It's in Canada and also in Australia. And actually began right here in Chesapeake.
Really?
Yeah.
By the sheriff's office out there, right?
By the sheriff's office out there, yeah. You know, remember back in the old days, all the searches in Dismal Swamp that were going on, and the man hours that were involved in that, and folks being lost for days and days. And somebody came up with the idea that if we can track birds and things like that, we should be able to track people.
Well, I've commented numerous times that what I know about the police work in that I've learned on TV. Not always is it true, is it?
That's right.
So explain the technology that you use for this Lifesaver app.
Well, what we use is a transmitter that we put on the client. It's radio frequency. Each client has their own particular frequency assigned to them. The 16 people that are part of our Project Lifesaver team with the Sheriff's Office will get that number when the person goes wandering.
So this is the monitor here, right?
That's the transmitter.
Or the transmitters.
And this is the receiver.
So the client just wears it like on their wrist?
Yeah, either on their wrist or on their ankle.
Okay.
Whichever they prefer.
And it really is kind of a non-obtrusive.
Right. Yeah. It's looks like a wristwatch. Just doesn't have a wristwatch.
I was going to say, it just doesn't tell you what time it is. Okay. So the client has this on. And obviously the family member or guardian has signed them up for this too, right?
Yeah, a caregiver of some sort will sign them up. They'll be given all the information on what to do if that person wanders, which is a phone number that they'll call us. We respond to the last seen location with our receivers, dial in their frequency number, and track them down.
Okay, now this is where some things have changed, because I think when I had you on the last time to talk about this, it looked like you were carrying around one of the old-fashioned television antennas. So how's the receiver work on that then?
Well, with new technology, and really that's what Project Lifesaver International does. They're out there kind of on the cutting edge trying to find things that are new, and some of the newer technologies are this type of receiver.
Okay.
This is made by Marshall, and it has got everything kind of built into it. A Yagi antenna, which is the old-fashioned TV antenna that you called it, is all built into this.
Okay. Now, is that what it looks like normally?
Well, now, when we are out searching...
Okay, and it gets engaged.
And it gets engaged.
Ah!
We pop this open, dial in the frequency, and what we're listening for when we're out there is that chirp.
Okay, so that's actually...
That chirp is that transmitter.
Now, right now, obviously, hopefully you wouldn't need to use the chirp to see me, but, well, I guess if you didn't know if I had this on, you didn't know if it was me or not, right? So how far away can I get from that? And so
we're finding here in Norfolk, and it seems like every locality is a little bit different, but about a half a mile, sometimes 3/4 of a mile.
That's significant.
It is. It is.
Now, especially if you've got a child that's got Down syndrome or something like that, and they've kind of fallen into a ravine, they're easily overlooked.
Right, right. And that's happened just recently this summer with an elderly person that had Alzheimer's. She had gone down into a ravine. We showed up on the scene after getting a frantic call from the caregiver and found her a block away from the house within minutes of arriving on the scene.
Well, that brings up a point. At what point in time should the caregiver call you?
as soon as they realize the person is gone. We tell them that in the initial meeting with them, give them a phone number to call, and we tell them to call us immediately. If they find them before we get there, that's fine. They call us back and we'll clear up.
Because it definitely is not an inconvenience. You
Not
really
an
want to find a
inconvenience.
person. Now, if I'm wandering within Norfolk, this system works. What if the client goes outside the city of Norfolk?
Well, the caregiver will still call us. If they think that they have gone outside of the city, we'll call the other cities. We're fortunate here in Norfolk that we're surrounded by every city around us has Project Lifesaver, even going up 64 into Richmond. And we have many times been called or called other cities to help us with searches, and they have called us to assist.
Now, do they use the same frequency then, so they're going to be doing the same thing, or is it a visual contact?
Well, we will give them the frequency of the
Okay.
particular client. And
Now,
they'll
what about the
dial it.
old-fashioned way? You were telling me in pre-tape about a client that got into a car and headed toward the Hampton Roads Bridge Tunnel.
Yeah, actually Chesapeake Bay Bridge Tunnel.
Okay.
But we actually, at that point, we had Portsmouth involved, we had Virginia Beach, Chesapeake, and Norfolk. And at that point, it was like the old-fashioned way. We're just riding around, actually with our receivers, hoping that we would, get a chirp. But at that point, we're just riding around. We knew she had a quarter of a tank of gas in her car, and we knew that might be to our advantage. And that's exactly how she was found. Over in Portsmouth, down the other end of High Street, run out of gas in the middle of the street.
Well, obviously, it's a program that has definitely had success stories, and I think the viewer who wants to become part of that success story and getting their loved one signed up, is there a number they can contact?
There is. It's 328-2485.
Okay, thanks a lot, Paul, for really keeping us informed on how we can look out for those that we love.
Thanks, Bob.
Thank you. When we come back, Chesapeake Bay Foundation is going to be here to tell you how you can get engaged. Stay tuned.